Welcome to From the Den podcast, providing Bears and NFL fans alike with compelling news, discussion, and debate. I'm your co-host Benjamin, joined alongside my dear friend and co-host Oren.
Hey Benjamin, let's get right into it. As always, kickoff starts now.
Who's going to end up having a bigger role, Graham or Kmet?
Well, I think that Kmet will have a bigger role because I think he's going to emerge as a good, very solid tight end, a good receiving tight end. And I think that slowly the Bears are going to start to regret the signing of Jimmy Graham. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if by like week 8 they release him, something like they did with Mike Davis.
With who? Mike Davis?
No, when they released Mike Davis around week 8.
Yeah.
And I think that just seeing
that would make sense. I think for now it's good to have a backup or another tight end in case Kmet doesn't live up to his potential. But yes, if Kmet is playing great, then yeah, that would make sense if they go ahead and release Jimmy Graham and free up some money.
Yeah, and the only thing that concerns me about him is that he's not very durable. He's old. He's had catching problems. And I think that
the only thing that concerns me, and then you name like 5 different things.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can always find a few things. There are a few things, but I think that he still has potential. And I think that honestly, when you look at his time in Green Bay, he really wasn't utilized the correct way.
I mean, Graham, something crazy about Graham, he's played under Breeze, Wilson, and Rodgers, and you can't ask for like much better than that. So you definitely can't make the excuse of bad quarterback play.
Rodgers, I wouldn't even consider him a good quarterback when passing to tight ends. He is historically, I get he might not have had amazing tight ends throughout his career, but he's never historically had good seasons with tight ends.
Mm-hmm. But still.
And I think that you can look at the way everything was utilized and the way that the Packers are building their team now, it seems like they're not even worrying that much about the tight end position. Like they're kind of disregarding it because they know that if they shouldn't sign a big name free agent or draft a tight end high because all they know is this tight end is not going.
But back to the Bears or back to Jimmy Graham, maybe the reason why Graham was good in the first place is because he was working with the all-time great Drew Brees, and that was really when they had the greatest chemistry. So it begs the question, is Graham a good tight end when he's not with an elite quarterback who can throw to him well?
I mean, he was still pretty dominant with Russell Wilson.
Yeah, well, Russell Wilson is also a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Right, but I'm saying is it wasn't only Drew Brees, and the question can be asked. He's never played with a bad quarterback.
Exactly.
But I think that the Bears aren't expecting him to be how he was with the Saints or with the Seahawks. And the Bears could not have. I don't know what Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy thought, but I'm fairly confident that they thought that they have an expectation for him, and it can't be anything like 1,000 yards. And I think that honestly, going back to his contract, I think that they should have made it more if he gets 1,000 yards, he gets $1 million or something like that, rather than having a contract where it is all given
like a Pro Bowl bonus, one of those things.
More incentive. So because he's a type of player who you don't know what you're getting with him. Because the past few years he's been playing, and I feel like he hasn't been able to show what he really is. I could be wrong. But I think that I want to see him first before.
Got it. So
if you enjoyed this episode of From the Den, please remember to subscribe, comment, and like this video.
Or, if you're a Packers fan, remember to dislike and leave a nasty comment. Click the links on the screen to access additional content.